Well, folks, it is yet another week for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and this means yet another injury report. Let's dive right into it. Firstly, Tom Brady had a rest day on Friday. He did not participate in practice. Tight end Cameron Brate did not participate in Thursday or Friday's practices due to an illness. Mike Edwards did not participate in Thursday or Friday's practices due to a hamstring injury. Again, this is for the Buccaneers' Monday Night Football game versus the New Orleans Saints. Mike Evans had a rest day on Friday as well. He should be good to go. Leonard Fournette was a full participant both in Thursday and Friday's practices. Seems like he is trending towards being able to play in Monday Night Football. Russell Gage was yet again limited in Thursday and Friday's practices with a hamstring injury. Luke Gedeke was limited in Thursday's practice, but a full participant in Friday's practice. Akiem Hicks did not participate in Friday's practice due to a foot injury. Now, according to Greg Auman per Fox Sports, or I guess I should say according to Greg Auman of Fox Sports, this is definitely one worth paying attention to. I'll talk about that in a moment. Julio Jones had a rest day on Friday. He is good to go. Nick Leverett was a full participant both on Thursday and on Friday with a shoulder injury. Sean Murphy-Bunting was limited in Thursday and Friday's practices due to a quadriceps injury. Vita did not participate in Thursday's practice and was a limited participant in Friday's practice due to a foot injury. Vita did play in last week's game versus the Cleveland Browns. Antoine Winfield Jr. did not participate in Thursday or Friday's practices due to an ankle injury. And then finally, Tristan Wirfs did not participate in Thursday or Friday's practices due to an ankle/knee injury. So, man, oh man, this is a full injury report. And you know what's interesting is there's a lot more names on the Saints injury report as well, but the Bucs have a lot of high caliber starting players on this list. Now, there are ones that, you don't have to worry about. Mike Evans, Tom Brady, Julio Jones. Those guys aren't names worth worrying about. You also have Nick Leverett, who seems like he's going to be good to go for Monday Night Football. Leonard Fournette seems like he is going to be good to go for Monday Night Football as well. But you have a couple of members of the secondary there. Mike Edwards being on there is not a good situation to see. Sean Murphy-Bunting and Antoine Winfield Jr. being on there is not a good situation to see. As I talked about in a previous video, Logan Ryan was just recently activated off of the injured reserve. I guess I should say they have the option to activate him now. That may very well have to be an option, considering the Bucs may be without their starting safety duo in Edwards and Winfield Jr., both players who have done fantastic jobs throughout this season as starting players in this secondary. It is also a good thing that Jamel Dean and Carlton Davis are not on this injury report, but Sean Murphy-Bunting is limited yet again. You may look to maybe guys like Zon McCollum, of course, would probably be the first guy who would get more reps in a situation where SMB would not be playing, maybe throwing a little bit of D. Delaney in there as well. But I do think it is interesting to make a note of Akiem Hicks' injury. He did not participate in Friday's practice due to a foot injury. He missed an entire month earlier this season with a foot injury. And as I said, Greg Auman of Fox Sports says that this is definitely one worth paying attention to. Hicks, it would suck if Hicks couldn't go. You see the impact whenever he's out there on the football field. He makes a lot of guys better. Vita, Will Golston, Rakeem Nunez-Roches, some of the backup edge rushers. Like, a lot of people benefit from the presence of guys like Vita and Akiem Hicks. And you got both of them on the injury report now, which is not a great thing to see. So let's pay attention to both of the big men there on the defensive line, see if they will be able to suit up for Monday Night Football. Hopefully some rest over the weekend will certainly help. And then rounding it off, Tristan Wirfs. I think obviously everybody knows the expectation is that Wirfs is not going to play. We talked about this in a separate video, that Wirfs is probably going to be on the shelf for 3 to 4 weeks, and whoever may be the right tackle in that situation, be it Josh Wells, Brandon Walton, whoever it may be, will have to step in. And then Russell Gage, look, Russell Gage, he's been injured throughout the entirety of this year. It's unfortunate. But it is what it is at this point. Luke Gedeke seems like he's coming back from his injury as well. I don't think Gedeke is necessarily the guy who should be starting at this point. Still believe it should be Nick Leverett, who has been able to showcase some really good ability. But it is nice that Gedeke is able to get back to, being able to be on the team's roster. He is a very good depth piece, if anything, so that is good. And then obviously Cam Brate, hopefully he feels better over the weekend based on whatever illness he is dealing with. But a pretty beefy injury report, man. A lot of big names on here, a lot of things worth paying attention to. Some you don't got to be worried about, thankfully. Some, in the case of maybe Akiem, Hicks, and Vita, let's keep an eye on those. But anyway, folks, let me know your thoughts and opinions about this injury report down in the comments section below. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.